talk about what lies ahead. The divisional games are in the rearview mirror, and now it's the NFC and the AFC championship games. So don't forget, you can always make a legal sportsbook bet, just a few shekels to keep you on the edge of your seat to make it interesting at betrivers.net. Of course, that's the line that we follow each and every week on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show. And there's no better place to be on a championship Sunday than at Rivers Casino, right? I do want to talk a little bit about why I think there could be some upset action this weekend. And Daniels has been the guy. Look, it's his athleticism, something that the Steelers need to think about when they're looking at re-signing, hopefully, Justin Fields. If you want to play big-time NFL football, you have to have a strong arm. You have to be able to take a hit. You have to be able to see the whole field. You have to be a game manager, but you have to be an athlete. You have to be someone who can improvise. When the play gets busted up and you're flushed out of the pocket, you got to be able to rock and roll. That young man can do it. And you also have to be cool at all times. And he is as cool can get. Just doesn't get rattled. I mean, when you look at the talent around him, it's good, but it's not the same talent that some of the other teams have. I mean, look at the Eagles. They've got Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts is an athlete, and A.J. Brown. But you have a young man who is determined to prove everyone wrong. He's a gunslinger. He just fears nothing or no one. So just be thinking upset there. Now, my Bills, and they have been my Buffalo Bills since I was a kid growing up just a few miles from here, watching those games on Sunday at my grandmother's house before we would feast after Sunday Mass. Love Jim Kelly, saw him on social media, heading to a Bills tailgate. Absolutely love the young man who is still a legend to me and will always be one of the greatest to ever come out of Western Pennsylvania. But Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, they're just so incredible. We are witnessing history. They'll be talking about that duo long after I'm gone. 50 years from now, people will be looking back at them as I look back at some of the greats of my childhood. And Andy Reid has solidified himself as one of the top 5 of all time. In names like Lombardi we think of, in names like Belichick we think of, and yes, in names like Andy Reid we think of the greatest of all time, Don Shula. He is in that rarefied air. So I think that one is a toss-up. I'm hoping the Bills win, and it has nothing to do with I believe that Kansas City has gotten too much. It's time for a change. Look, it makes it exciting. Dynasties are cool. They're things you want to look back on. Look, when the Steelers were out of it, I was always cheering on Tom Brady. It's okay. Green Bay Packers back in the day, it's okay. When the Jets upset Baltimore, it's okay. But I just love Buffalo and everything about Buffalo, from Highmark Stadium to the players, to the history, to the former ownership, the work ethic. I don't know. I just love Buffalo, and I'm hoping Buffalo can get it done. But they've got a great running attack. Buffalo never gets enough credit. They've got a really physical defense. I don't think that gets enough credit because everything seems to always go back to Josh Allen, and rightfully so. And I think in the end, the votes have already been tabulated. We just haven't heard, but I think he will be your MVP, and rightfully so. So that's the way I see it. And I'll tell you what else we're going to do for you. We're going to remind you that the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday Show always dedicates time to the National Football League. We will be talking all about it this weekend, but also I will be at the Vault with Dale Brellock, who is my brother from another mother, who is a really big-time football fan, works for Debo Moving and Storage. He's on the road all the time, meets a lot of people, talks a lot of NFL. And yeah, folks, he's from my hometown of New Brighton. But we're going to mosey on into East Liverpool and spend a little time with Troy Chisholm and Mandy Jones and that whole crew, Drew Dawson. And we're going to light the lamp on Thursday night and talk a little NFL. And I want to remind you, if you're looking for a place to watch anything in the way of sports, or just to go kick back and have a good meal, relax, and get some ambiance, man, that's the place. The food is incredible. I think just atmosphere is tremendous. And look, your Pratte Pack's been north, south, east, and west in this country. I've been out to Vegas. I've been everywhere in between. There's just something about the Vault that's charming, and it's historic, and it's just the place to be this time of year when it's just too cold to be anywhere else. So If you can't come down and see us on Thursday, that's cool. I understand. But I truly hope that you make plans to get to the vault very soon. We're going to spend the next month or so there giving them a little love, because I love that community and I love promoting that community as I do this region. So that's that. Now we're going to look back with a little bit more in just a moment. But remember, there's always more sports 24/7, 365 days a year at 93.7thefan.com. Great football action this weekend. Don't you dare miss a single moment of it coming up on Sunday. And we're always powered by Comcast here in the home studio. And of course, the NFL Network, the single best source, in my opinion, for everything that is the National Football League.